Hi, everybody. I'm sure you figured this out by now, but I'm Christy.
I'm Eliza.
And we just thought it would be fun to have a little conversation with you guys. We wanted to basically talk about the beginning of this transition that we're all going through and what it looks like for the two of us and what challenges we might have been experiencing. And then also we wanted to just get personal with you guys and kind of get into the nitty-gritty good stuff a little bit.
And to start a conversation that's hard to have in our culture. We don't seem to be comfortable talking about this topic.
Yeah, it's true. It's really true. So we thought we would just kind of share a little bit of our own experience. And Liza, do you want to go first?
Sure, thank you. So for me, my first challenges were just occasional, both hot flashes and night sweats.
And by the way, I'm just going to interject and tell everyone we're both 50, just for like a benchmark, turning 51 shortly. And so you're talking about how many years ago?
This was, I would say, 4 years ago.
Okay.
And so sort of once every 4, 5, 6 days, I would have a night sweat or a hot flash during the day. Relatively mild. And so after that started happening, I actually added a whole bunch of adaptogens to my life in the form of tea. And my favorite being, in terms of this, shatavari, rhodiola. And I found that those challenges remain pretty mild. And there was the added benefit that what Christy and I like to call peri-brain really resolved. I mean, I felt a much clearer, much better able to focus.
You seem
After
really focused.
I am really focused now.
Yeah.
Definitely. And so anyway, so that was 4 years ago, I'd say. After about 2 years, my periods started to be quite irregular. I used to be every 26 and a half days my whole life.
Wow.
And so first it got a teeny bit shorter, and then it started being every 6 weeks. So it sort of seemed to skip one, or half of one. So it'd be every 6 weeks, and then it would go back to normal, more or less, and then skip again. And then it went to 6 months, came back again. And then the very last period I had lasted for about a month. And then it was done. And I waited a year. And after that year, that is the very day of menopause. So my last period plus a year. And that occurred just as we wrapped up this program in terms of creating everything, and sent it off to you guys.
Amazing.
So I'm officially in menopause.
So exciting.
And what about you, Christy?
Oh yeah, well, and I just do want to note super quick how cool that is that we were basically writing this program during that 12-month period.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Yeah.
And now you're in menopause right when we launched it. And it also was the same period as the pandemic.
Yeah.
An interesting
way
of time. Yeah.
And now we're in a whole new phase.
Yes,
exactly. Lots of ways.
Mm-hmm. So my experience has been really quite different from that. I got my period really late. I was in between 15 and 16. So I'm definitely like full blown in the middle of perimenopause. And I have always had like a very short, easy period, 2 days long, every 28 days, really light. And the first sign for me that something was changing is that my period went from happening every 28 days to like every 26, every 24. So it was getting closer and closer together. And the bleeding was lasting longer, and the bleeding was way, way, way heavier, to the degree that I really have to take like serious precautions on the first day.
Mm.
Like I've never had
Like
to.
a teenager.
Oh, I mean, I didn't even experience that as a teenager.
Not really.
It
Yeah.
was brand new for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I like really have to kind of stay close to home. Like there's a lot of blood.
Wow. Okay.
So, but it's one of those things where it kind of makes me think, well, I'm excited to like enter menopause. So I don't have to worry about that
Yeah.
anymore. Because I've never not been able to like wear white pants, and I definitely cannot now. So
Right.
it's a different realm. Um, but I will also say, and so then I also have never had a hot flash.
Hmm.
I've had some night sweats where I wake up and I just feel like this kind of like I'm in an oven for like 3 minutes, and then it goes away and I fall back to sleep and it's fine, but it's intense for a couple minutes. But I have noticed that in this last couple years of having freshly ground flaxseed in my smoothie every single day, if it's a weekend and the family is like going to the farmer's market for breakfast instead of having the smoothie that I always make, that's when I have a night sweat.
That's
So for
interesting.
me, like I know that flaxseed builds up over time, but I do have a direct correlation. If I don't have it one day, I might have a night sweat that night. So
Interesting.
it's really, yeah. Um, and there are a few other things that I would say I've noticed just in terms of energy and mood.
Hmm.
I think they're a little more variable than they were like 5 years ago.
Okay.
And the two things that have helped that the most for me has been I definitely need more sleep. Um, if I have 8+ hours, it just makes all the difference. So I've been really kind of regimented about that, as you know.
Mhm.
And then walking outdoors every day has been really key to just like all the any symptom, energy, mood, peri-brain, all of it. It just those two things, sleep and exercising outdoors, has really helped me. So yeah. So I basically, this is like two people's experiences. And I think it's really interesting that here you and I are the same age. And really, we have similar kind of health and wellness values and practices, I would say.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we've had really different experiences.
It's true.
So, yeah, we just wanted to share with you guys. And if you'd like to share your own experiences on the Facebook group, we welcome that. And I think it makes the experience better for all of us women when we are kind of in this together. So,
Definitely.
thanks, everybody.
Thank you.